Good morning. Welcome to Chair Yoga with Dr. Clark of duoPT&YOGA. I want to first and foremost thank you for joining me here this morning in my little home studio. And I'm just continuously grateful for your attendance and your support and your willingness to take a little bit of time out of your day for yourself. And today is the final in our spring series for our chair yoga class. And I'm going to bring us into hopefully a state of mindfulness this morning with a little mindful reminder first. So what I want you to consider is that every time you become aware of your mind wandering and you choose to bring your attention back to your breath and the present moment you're in, you're strengthening your mindful muscles. That is such great advice. That is such a great opportunity for us to remember the brain is plastic. It can change. And so if you don't like the way you react to something, or you don't like the way you feel about something, you can reprogram how your emotions kind of make you feel about that. And a lot of it comes down to being willing to pause, take a breath, and reset. And I am not suggesting that that is easy, but I am suggesting it's possible. So let's do it today. Let's get into a little mindful moment. So what I would love for you to do is close your eyes. And while you have your eyes closed, what I would love for you to do is to just breathe. Don't think about, is it right? Is it wrong? Don't think about, should I be doing something different? Just breathe. Pay attention to how you feel. Don't adjust anything. Don't get frustrated with yourself. Just be attentive to your body. Maybe consider placing your palms face up on your lap or on your legs, wherever you're sitting. Make sure your feet are firmly planted and rested on the floor. Make sure as you are in your seat, you have good support underneath you, and that your head and your ears align over your shoulders. That alignment continues down your spine to your hips, goes across your body to your knees and down your feet. So as we sit here in the first couple of minutes of our practice, I want you to just consider your breath, your inhale, bringing oxygen and life into your body, bringing in a new opportunity for a new mindset, a new attitude, maybe an attitude of gratitude today. Inhale. And as you exhale, let go of anything that no longer serves you. Let go of anything that is not in this present moment. Let go of everything that is not bringing you peace right now. Inhale. Exhale. Good. You can blink your eyes open gently. We're going to continue with focusing on our breath. So on your next inhale, roll your shoulders up and forward. And as you exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. So as you're doing this, think about there are two shoulder blades on your back. They're called your scapula. And as you roll your shoulders forward, they should spread across your upper back. Your shoulders then come up towards your ears. As you exhale, roll them back and down. Those shoulder blades should pinch together on the back side. Okay, so we're really taking full range of motion at our scapulothoracic joint. That's where our shoulder blade articulates with our rib cage. So big shoulder rolls here as you inhale and you exhale. Go ahead and reverse direction. The rest of your arms just relaxing comfortably at your side. No hidden agenda here other than slowly waking up our body and linking our body with our breath. Because if we link our breath with our body, then we can't really think about anything else and we can be focused in the moment. Okay? Let's move on down a couple of joints here. Let's try to wake up our spine. So as we inhale this time, Sit tall and long in your chair. Your arms sweep up. Maybe tilt your chin to gaze up towards your thumbs. And as you exhale, bring your right hand down to your seat. Keep your left arm long. So I want you to think about pressing both of your sit bones deep into your seat as your right arm is resting in your chair. So you're lengthening from your fingertips of your left side all the way down to your hip bone, lengthening this outside side body. Okay, you can lean to the right side even more if it feels good, but really think about keeping that sit bone down as your arm is long, gaze up at your thumb. Inhale. And your next exhale brings you back to center. Inhale, sweep both arms up to the tippy top. Tilt your chin up. Exhale brings us now to the opposite side. So go ahead and put your left arm now down into a nice supported position. My right arm is long. I want you to seal both hip bones right down into your chair so you feel a lengthening across that side body. Tilt your chin up towards your hand, towards the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, come back to your center seat. Go ahead and kind of scoot yourself out to the edge of your chair. Make sure your chair is stable. Your feet stay square on the floor. We're going to do a few seated cat and cow stretches to open up our spine. So as you inhale, go ahead, place your hands on the front of your knee. Inhale, making your spine long, broadening across your front body, your collarbones, kind of pinching those scapulas back on your back that we just opened up. Tilt your chin to the sky. And as you exhale, do the reverse. Round that spine from your head all the way down to your sit bones, one vertebrae at a time, keeping your hands on the front of your knees so that when you get to whatever your end range is, you can get a little bit more of a stretch here. Maybe gently kind of rock. We're going to repeat that motion 3 or 4 more times. So inhale, lift your spine, make it long, broaden across your front body, open your heart, pinch your shoulder blades together, tilt your chin up. Exhale, reverse that motion. So tucking your chin, rounding through your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Now you're broadening across your shoulder blades, opening up that back side of your upper back. Inhale, lift, extend. Exhale, round and coming down. One more inhale, lift and extend. One more exhale, rounding and coming down. Good. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall in your seat. Let your arms just kind of relax down in your side. If we were standing, we would call this mountain pose or Tadasana, where there's nothing purposeful about it other than to just take up space, to be able to just be comfortable here in this moment. So inhale here in our seated Tadasana pose. Exhale, drop your right ear to your right shoulder, keeping your arms purposefully, intentionally pressing your fingertips down to the floor. That'll accentuate the stretch on the left side of your neck. On your next exhale, tilt your chin down towards that right side. We're just changing the muscles that we're stretching. Your next inhale is going to bring your neck back to center. Roll your shoulders up and back a couple times to reset. And then we're going to go ahead and bring on our inhale. Come back to our seated Tadasana pose. Feet square and comfortable on the floor. Arms down at our sides. Shoulders pressed away from our ears. Scapula pinching backwards. Inhale. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Just feel that nice stretch. Intentionally take these fingertips, fire them up, press them down towards the ground. That will lengthen the right side of your neck even more. Inhale. And your next exhale, tilt your chin down to that left side. So we still have the side bend and we're tilting down, just changing up our neck muscles. Intentionally press your fingertips to the floor. And your next inhale brings your chin to the center. Roll your shoulders in the opposite direction a couple times to reset. We're going to take a nice inhale. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Tilt your chin up. Exhale, arms come down. Cactus arms or goalpost arms. So your goal here is don't keep your shoulders by your ears. Press them down and away. Squeeze those shoulder blades like we've been practicing. Arms should be relatively level. You should be able to just out of the corner of both eyes see your elbows. So we don't want them in front. We don't want them too far behind yet. Right out of the corner of our eyes. Shoulders drop away. Okay. Inhale. We're going to do a seated twist. So on your exhale, twist to your right side. Take your right hand, drop it behind your low back to give you some support. Take your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Try and keep your pelvis facing forward and twist from your spine from where you're sitting up through your neck. So you start your twist at the bottom, work your way up to the top. Continue with your breath in and out. Gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, bring your chin back to center. Undo your twist. Inhale, arms sweep to the sky. Exhale, hands heart center. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms. So bring them long and broad. Open your chest. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Inhale. On an exhale, twist to the left. Drop your left hand behind you in a fist to help support you and lengthen your spine. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Start your twist from your sit bones. Bring it all the way up through your vertebrae, one at a time, all the way up to your chin. Maybe bring your chin over that left shoulder if it feels okay. Inhale. Exhale, maybe twist a little further. Inhale. Exhale, bring your chin back to center and go ahead and undo that twist. So we're going to do another seated twist. So I want to get us really wringing out our inner body. So I want you to take your right leg and cross it over your left leg. So we're going to simulate what's called eagle legs. So our legs are crisscrossed. Take the left leg that's on the floor. Make sure that foot is flat and square and stable. This crossed right leg on the top. We don't want to just like have it hanging out here. We still want this one active. So actively squeeze those legs together and then think about, can you take this leg and make it closer? Okay, so sometimes in a standing class, we talk about a wrap where this foot might come all the way around. So I want you to activate these legs. They're crisscross, but not in a relaxing way, an active way. Squeeze them together, bring that lower body together. Inhale, sweep your arms up. So we have right leg over left. Let's do left arm under right. So we crisscross our arms and our hands kind of meet in a twist. Sit long in your spine. Inhale, lift your elbows up. We're going to increase the intensity of the stretch across our upper back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Spine is long, sitting tall. Squeeze those legs together. Inhale. Tilt your chin up. And as you exhale, unwind your arms, stretch them out, uncross your legs. Let's just alternately, as our arms come back down to our side, press your fingertips with intention down to the floor, shoulder blades back and away from your ears. You're just lifting your heels alternately, loose legs, because you're going to go ahead and do that seated eagle twist on the opposite side. Stop your feet. Come back to your moment. Close your eyes. Think about your intention to have an attitude of gratitude. Inhale, Arms sweep up, chin tilts to the sky. Maybe blink your eyes open. Exhale, hands are center. Let's go ahead and do eagle on the other side. So left leg's gonna come up and crisscross over. We're not just relaxing here. We wanna squeeze our legs together so our adductor muscles are squeezing our inner thighs together. And our lower leg is not just hanging out over here. We're also trying to squeeze that together to have it come into a really tight tuck position. Sit up tall in your seat. Inhale your arms. Left leg is over right. This time we'll put right arm under. So go ahead and twist those arms so you're in an opposite upper body twist. Your hands may meet flush, they may not. The goal here is that you're sitting tall. You're actively squeezing your legs together. On an inhale, bring those elbows up to intensify the stretch across your upper back. Inhale a little more. Exhale, 3 slow breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, under your arms, let them float down, uncross your legs, help them if you need to, alternately lifting your heels to loosen up your legs. Arms just drop down to your side, palms facing forward. Intentionally push those fingertips down towards the floor as you bring your shoulder blades onto your back. Nice. Let's go ahead and do one more seated twist. So we're working through a few different kind of twists this morning. This one's nice if you have a chair that you can kind of support yourself a little bit, because we're going to try and crisscross our legs if we can. So I'm going to give you a couple of different options. The first option is you can keep your legs in sort of a wider position, like butterfly feet. A more intense is to be in sort of like a crisscross pose. So we're adding a little bit more component to our hips. And ideally, what I want us to try to do is take your left leg, tuck it under you so it's supported under your sit bone, and take your right leg crisscross over the top. So those are your 3 different options. This is the most intense of the stretch. I'm going to feel it in the outside of both hips, because this foot, my right foot, is pulling my left leg across. So it's giving me a stretch on the outside of the left hip. And my right leg is crisscrossed. So it's stretching the outside of that hip. So I'd love for you to be able to get into this position if possible, lengthening your spine on an inhale, taking both hands on that front knee, just lengthen your spine long. Exhale. Kind of see if adding a little pressure on that leg, rotating that hip a little bit, adds a little more intensity into the outside of that right hip. Kind of just squeezing my knee in and out a little bit. Next, inhale brings your spine long, and exhale, go ahead and twist towards that right side. So options here are to hold that knee as you twist, and maybe you can hook your arm on the back of your chair. Another opportunity is to take this elbow across your knee so that as you exhale and lengthen your spine, you can even intensify that twist a little more. Your right hand can hook behind your chair. It can be in a fist behind you. Just inhale and exhale here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale, tilt your chin over the right. Exhale. So exhale brings your chin back to center. Uncross your arm. Help your legs, if they need it, to become uncrossed. Maybe just, we call this kind of a windshield wiper action. Just let those knees kind of drop side to side. And And we're going to go ahead and do that twist on the opposite side. Now be kind to yourself. Even though your body might look kind of symmetrical, it might not feel kind of symmetrical. So remember, our options, we can be generous with ourselves. We can do butterfly legs. We can crisscross our legs in whatever form is comfortable. And then the most intensity for our hip stretch is this time to take your right leg crossed under you. So my left sit bone is on my right heel at the moment, while my right sit bone is on the chair. My left leg now is going to come crisscross over. Okay, so this helps if you have a nice big wide bottomed chair. This is also easily done on the floor. If you don't love it, pick a different leg position so we can open those hips. Okay, so we're going to start here, inhaling and exhaling, keeping your spine long. Maybe just thinking about, can you kind of hug this knee in with both hands a little bit? And as I kind of hug it inward, I'm intensifying the stretch on the outside of this hip, and then I'm letting it go. So kind of figure out, what do you need? What works for you today? How's your body responding to this? And slowly inhale and exhale. We're going to add our upper body twist now. So on your next inhale, bring your spine long, and your exhale, you do your twist. So your upper body's now going to twist to the left. Options are hug that knee, maybe take your left arm, hook it behind your chair so you intensify the twist from your lower spine up through your neck, maybe gaze over your left shoulder. Option to intensify that stretch if you want it, taking your right elbow inside your left knee so that you can use that as a lever to kind of push a little bit more. I get a few nice little pops and cracks in my low spine when I do that. It's okay. I also have now intensified the stretch on my upper back, across opening my upper back. Inhale. Exhale, gaze over your left shoulder. One more inhale here. And your exhale, bring your chin back to center. Uncross your arms. Go ahead and help those feet to also uncross. Sit forward on the edge of your chair. Let your knees just drop nice and easy side to side. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. I want you, if you can, scoot all the way to the back of your seat. Again, make sure you have room. We're going to actually now work on our butterfly pose. So far, a lot of the stretching that we've been doing and a lot of the twisting we've been doing, our hips have been in more of a crisscross or a constricting position. We're going to try to open them up now. So if you use this position in the previous two poses, you're still going to get benefit because we're going to add a little change up. So what I would like for you to do is be sitting nice and tall in your seat. You can use the back of your chair to support if you need it. Pull those feet in as best you can. They can be as far forward or as close to you as possible. The closer your feet are to you, the more intense the stretch in your legs. And if your legs are feeling like they're more up in the air, that's okay. That's where they are. Just allow gravity and the calmness of your breath to slowly let the weight of your legs be pulled down. And feel free to support underneath them with pillows or blankets so that you're in a supported position. So this is our butterfly pose. Our feet are touching together. Right now, my hands are just kind of grasped around my ankles. I want you to be sitting up nice and tall. And on an inhale, lengthen your spine from your tail or your sacrum all the way up through your lumbar spine, your thoracic spine, your cervical spine, so that your head is seated right above your sit bones. My shoulders are down away from my ears, intentionally kind of pinching those scapulas to the back. Inhale, lengthen. On our exhale, we're going to hinge forward and fold forward at our hips. So we're hinging at our hips. We want that flexion moment to start first at our hips. When you have hinged as far forward as your hips will let you go, then go ahead and round and roll one spinal vertebrae at a time, kind of bringing your head into a tuck position. My head is coming closer to my feet. So I'm having a very nice opportunity here to have lengthening across the back side of my body from my head to my seat as my hips are opening. Inhale your breath into any spots that are experiencing tightness or discomfort, and then exhale that moment away. One more inhale here. And on your exhale, gently one vertebrae at a time, come on back up to your tall seat, bringing your chin tilt up last. Maybe reaching nicely and kindly underneath your legs. Kind of wobble those butterfly wings a little bit. We're going to do that stretch one more time. Feel free to modify however you need this morning. So your feet can be close, they can be far away. You can position them up, you can support them with pillows. You can do whatever you need. If this feels too intense, your legs can be out longer. You can move into a crisscross position. Okay, so potentially a modification could be just a little bit of a crisscross that is less intensity on your hips. We're still going to inhale and lengthen our spine long. And we're still in our exhale going to hinge forward at our hips. Hinge forward just means don't round your spine yet. Start here at your hip bone. Keep your spine long. Hinge forward first. When you're as far forward as your body will let you go, then you round down through your spine, draping your body over those crossed legs. Let your hands just hang long towards the floor. Let your head hang long towards the floor. Every exhale, just let go of whatever stress or discomfort or tension you may be feeling. Inhale, bringing fresh breath and oxygen and life into every single cell of your body. Exhale. One more really long breath here. So let's inhale for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your inhale is going to gently roll you up. Use your hands to help you. Bring your spine back up long. Your chin comes up last. You can stay in this seated position. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Tilt your chin up. Exhale, brings your hands right to your heart center. Maybe tuck your chin. Our focus for today was to try to have just a moment of mindfulness, to have an attitude of gratitude, to be grateful for everything that you have, for this moment, for your body, for this time that you just took. A couple more slow breaths here. Common to close our practice by saying the word namaste, and that word actually has a very deep intentional meaning. The light and the love inside of me sees, honors, and cherishes the light and the love inside of you. So I want to thank you for joining me in this 30-minute share practice today. If that feels nice to you, go ahead. We can bow to each other and say namaste. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you feel a little more relaxed and grounded. I hope that you take seriously this idea of rewiring your brain and have an attitude of gratitude, not just today, but as often as you can. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Have a lovely rest of your day.